Good day, Orteans. Your lecturer for today is Attorney Katrina Reyes, top 6 in the April 2014 Criminologist Licensure Examination. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell button to receive the latest updates. Take it away, Kat.
Court decisions are not sources of criminal law because, remember court decisions are not sources of criminal law. Bakit? Court decisions are mere interpretations. Okay? So they are not sources of criminal law. Instead, they are interpretations of the application of criminal law. Ma'am, kapag ba court decision, it forms part of the law of the land. Does it form part of the law of the land kapag court decisions? Pag Supreme Court decision, yes. Okay? We call that your jurisprudence. Kaya nga tayo may criminal law and jurisprudence. Ma'am, ano yung jurisprudence? These are the interpretations of the law. Pero you have to take note, they are not sources of criminal law. Okay? They are not sources of criminal law. Now, let's look for the question why. Okay? Bakit hindi sila considered na sources ng criminal law? A, it merely explains the meaning of and apply the law that was enacted by the legislative branch of the government. Letter B, they are binding only to the case decided, not to subsequent cases. Letter C, it defines the act and prescribes punishments. Or letter D, they are mandatory and executory. What do you think is the answer? Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, or Delta? Patingin ng answers. Sige, ang answer ay A. Okay, very good. The answer is A. Bakit? Well, it merely explains the meaning. It only interprets the law itself. That's why it's not considered a source of criminal law. Okay? Now, let's go to the construction of penal laws. What do we mean when we say construction? That's the interpretation of penal laws. How are we going to construe? How are we going to understand? How are we going to interpret penal laws? Okay? Tignan natin tong topic na to. Question, whenever a penal law is to be construed or applied, and the law admits of two interpretations, one lenient to the offender and one strict to the offender, that interpretation which is lenient or favorable to the offender will be adopted. This is known as A, emergency rule, B, pro reo doctrine, C, equipoise rule, or D, strict interpretation rule. Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, or Delta? What's your answer? Bravo. Sige. B. Yung iba, ano ang answer nyo? C. May C. Sige. Emergency rule. Sige, tanong. May narinig na ba kayong emergency rule sa buong time na nag-aaral kayo ng CRIM? So, kung sa law, wala. Diba? Wala. Kaya pag hindi mo narinig, first time mong marinig, itry mo muna i-eliminate kasi hindi mo siya alam. Okay? Itry mo muna tignan, jump ka muna sa mga next na options mo. Let's look at your pro reo doctrine. What is your pro reo doctrine? Diba? You always favor the accused. Okay? Pag pro reo, in case of doubt in the interpretation of the law, you always tilt the doubt in favor of the accused. Palagi? Yes, palagi. That is the pro reo doctrine. Okay? That is the pro reo doctrine. In the interpretation of laws, you check what is more lenient to the offender. And then, if you already identified what is lenient to the offender, then that is the law that you are going to apply. That is the interpretation that you are going to apply. Okay? Ma'am, anong difference niya sa equipoise rule? Parehas lang ba ang pro-reo doctrine sa equipoise rule? In the sense, sabihin natin, pro-accused itong mga doctrines na to, itong mga rules na to. Pro-accused siya. Bakit? Kasi sabi sa pro-reo doctrine, kapag merong doubt sa interpretation, you always choose the interpretation that is lenient, that's favorable to the accused. Ganon din sa equipoise rule, pero iba kapag equipoise rule. Pag equipoise rule, it is a matter of evidence. This is a concept under your subject evidence. Bakit? Pag equipoise rule, ganito ang sinasabi. It states that if the evidence of the accused is of the same weight as the evidence of the prosecution, you are going to tilt the weighing scale or the scales of justice in favor of the accused. Meaning to say, kapag pantay yung ebidensya ng prosecution, pantay siya sa ebidensya ng defense, anong gagawin mo? Ito si prosecution, ito si defense. Ang gagawin mo, i-acquit mo ngayon si accused. Ma'am, bakit? Bakit siya i-acquit? Kasi nga equipoise rule. In case of conflict na magkaroon ng equal na level ng evidence si prosecution at saka si defense, lagi kay defense ka kumampi. Okay? Laging kay defense ka kumampi. Kaya, let's clear this out. Pag pro-reo doctrine, it refers to interpretation of laws. Kapag equipoise rule, this refers to evidence presented by the prosecution and the defense. Okay? Naiintindihan ba? Nakukuha? Nakukuha ba? Nasusundan niyo pa ako? May tanong so far? May tanong ba kayo? Well, I hope hindi kayo nagtatanong kasi naiintindihan nyo. Hindi kayo nagtatanong kasi hindi nyo ako masundan. Okay? Sige. Next. So, the answer here is pro-reo doctrine. Why? Kasi interpretation ang pinag-uusapan natin. Ma'am, ano yung strict interpretation rule? Pag strict interpretation, kung anong nakalagay sa batas, yun agad ang sundin. Wala nang interpret. Wala nang ibang meaning. Kung anong words na nakalagay doon, yun ang ilagay. Okay? That is your strict interpretation rule. In case of conflict, in the RPC between the English text and the Spanish text, what text shall prevail? The English text, the Spanish text, the French text, or whichever is lenient? Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta. In case of conflict in the RPC between the English text and the Spanish text, what text shall prevail? Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta. Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, or Delta? Yung mga iba, anong answer ninyo? Okay. Okay. O, sige. Ang normal na nakikita ko yung English text, alpha ang sagot ninyo. O, sige. Ang answer dito ay yung Spanish text. Ma'am, bakit Spanish text? Ma'am, bakit Spanish text? Kasi you remember, the revised penal code was based on the Spanish Código Penal. Kung baka trinanslate lang, parang ganon. Trinanslate lang ang Spanish Código Penal, trinanslate lang siya to English, tapos yun na yung revised penal code natin. Ganon siya. Kaya if ever na merong conflict between the English text and the Spanish text, you go back to the Spanish text. Anong sinabi ng Spanish text? Para maintindihan natin kung ano ba talaga ang application netong batas na to. Ma'am, bakit hindi yung English text? Kasi yung English text, translation lang yan. Ang main na law natin, yung pinag-basean ng batas natin, is yung Spanish Penal Law. Okay? Yun siya. Okay, so that is the Spanish text. Ma'am, bakit hindi yung whichever is lenient? Because that is the rule. Okay? Yung whichever is lenient, mag-apply lang yan sa pro-reo doctrine kapag interpretation ang problema natin. Naintindihan?
If you want to learn more from her, take our Road to 1 Million challenge. If this channel hits 1 million subscribers, we will release the rest of her lectures. Or you can watch the rest of her lectures now by enrolling in Ortea Criminology Review. Just message us on Ortea Criminology Review's Facebook account for more details. See you soon, Orteans!